Edge Designations, CAIA Level 2, Revision and Exam Program for the 2025 exam cycle. The purpose of this particular video is twofold. Number one is to introduce you a little bit to the CAIA Level 2 exam, what you can expect over there, as well as just to take you through the Edge program in terms of our revision and exam program, what you can expect from that particular program and how it can assist you in getting through CAIA Level 2. Let's get ourselves started straight away. First and foremost, let's have a quick look over here at your particular exam. Just to remember, your exam for CAIA Level 2, just like it was for CAIA Level 1, is a 4-hour exam. Okay, and when we say 4 hours, good news, of course, it is not 4 hours consecutively. And just we do have one particular change for CAIA Level 2 for 2025, which I will address in a moment. Okay, so when we say the exam is a 4-hour exam, first and foremost, just to remember, it's broken down into two sections. You've got section number 1, which is your multiple choice questions, okay? And for those that have come up from CAIA Level 1, I suppose, as opposed to coming through the CFA route, where you skip CAIA Level 1 and you go straight into CAIA Level 2, okay? Those that have seen this before will know you get 100 multiple choice questions. You've got 2 hours to do those questions in, okay? And just a little bit of just the maths side of it, okay, is that if you look over here, you've got there's your 120 minutes. And I'm going to talk about this 120 minutes in a second. You've got 120 minutes to do 100 multiple choice questions. The maths is fairly easy. You've got 72 seconds per multiple choice question. Is that quick? For those that have done CAIA Level 1, you'll know that it is quick, and no real difference then, of course, to CAIA Level 2. Okay, still quick. Okay, yeah, you've got to really move through those questions. Okay, something interesting though about CAIA Level 2, okay, in terms of its multiple choice questions and in terms of exam session 1, it makes up the bulk of the marks. Okay, so it makes up 70% of the marks. And what else do we know, guys? If you get 70% for CAIA Level 2, CAIA have guaranteed you that you have passed this exam. So, just a little bit of easy maths to do as well, guys. If you write exam session 1 over here, which is 100 multiple choice questions, and you believe, rightly or wrongly so, that you got 100% for those questions, okay, and you got 100% for those questions, well, what are you sitting on? You're sitting on 70% of the total marks thus far, because it is 70% of the total marks. No need even to come back for the second session. Okay, bad strategy, of course, because how do you know that you got 100%? Okay, very, very rare to know that, and obviously not a game we like to play, but just to illustrate how the marks work. It's disproportionately favored in terms of the multiple choice questions. In other words, that makes up 70% of your total marks. Okay. We then have a 30-minute break between the two exam sessions. Very advisable to take the break. And you come back for section number 2, which is the constructed response section. Again, a 2-hour paper. What's interesting over here is that the constructed response or paper 2 only makes up 30% of the total marks. You've already scored, or you've had the opportunity to score 70% of the marks in exam session number 1. Okay, a quick look, and obviously this is a big focus that we focus on at Edge, okay, is this 30% of the marks, the constructed response section. And reason being that we focus on it so strongly is candidates are generally well equipped to handle multiple choice questions. Constructed response does tend to create a few more issues for candidates. Hence, we spend a bit more time then on that one, even though, yes, it's only then 30% of the total mark. Okay, what I want to just briefly discuss with you is just to have a look over here, okay, at some changes for 2025 in terms of exam timing. Okay, what CAIA have done in 2025, they've said it's 130 minutes per exam, so not just the 120 minutes that we spoke about over there, it's 130 minutes. Okay, an extra 10 minutes. Okay, and an extra 10 minutes helps. Okay, it really does. Okay, an extra 10 minutes takes that 72 seconds per question to, I think, 78 seconds per question. It's a big help. Okay, but don't be fooled by this extra 10 minutes. What CAIA are saying is that you've got 120 minutes to write the exam. Plus, what we're doing, says CAIA, is we're adding on another 10 minutes for you for commentary. In other words, you finish the exam, okay, and you believe that question 36 wasn't fair, question 72 wasn't correctly worded, etc. You've got 10 minutes to put your comments in over there to CAIA. CAIA reads and reviews your comments. Okay. What happens if you finish your 120 minutes and you have no comments? You think, well, that was a fair paper. Well, then, guys, take this 10 minutes that you've got over here, and CAIA have told us that if you have no comments, well, then you can use that 10 minutes extra to continue writing your exam. So my suggestion, of course, to all candidates is don't worry about the comments. Okay, comments, if there's something materially wrong or bad with this exam, they'll pick it up somewhere along the marking process. What I do suggest is if we've got this 10 minutes, grab the 10 minutes with both hands and you write your exam then for 130 minutes non-stop. Okay. Have a quick look over here, guys, at the exam window. The March exam window, 17th till 28th of March. We know why they've got exam windows. They've got exam windows, of course, because they can't handle all of the guys writing at the same time, because most of the guys are going to be writing at a prometric center. Okay, and of course each center has only got a certain number of computers that can handle a certain number of candidates. So we have an exam window ranging across the second half of March. Okay, a lot of guys say, well, you know, what if we speak to someone? Of course, this is an unethical practice, of course, but just to illustrate the point, what if we speak to someone that wrote on the 17th of March and we're writing later on in March? Can we get the paper from them? No, it's not going to help you. Okay, CAIA have got a nice question bank of questions. Okay, and they only need 100 multiple choice questions to ask you your particular exam. So they mix and match questions. So you're unlikely, guys, to have seen anything before. And of course, ethically, we know we can't ask anybody about their exam. Okay, and then of course, guys, there is a September exam window as well. CAIA writes twice a year. Let's have a quick look over here, guys, just very briefly, and I know we've handled this to a large extent in many of our sessions thus far. Okay, we have got 9 topics altogether for CAIA Level 2, okay, and there's topic 1, topic 2, and what else do we know, guys? That the first 7 topics, okay, of the first 7 topics, what do we know? Those topics will only be those topics will for sure be examined in the multiple choice section. Everybody comfortable with that? So yeah, we know that those first topics, those are coming up in multiple choice. Okay, so there's your multiple choice sections. It makes up 70%. We know it's paper number 1, and we know then where it is coming from. Okay, that's coming from the first 7 topics. Okay, when we look a little bit further, guys, okay, in terms of the second section, okay, and in terms of our second section, what have we got over here? Okay, there's a 10% question there, a 10% question over there, making up the 30%. That's 20% of the 30. Those are coming from topic 8, universal investment considerations, as well as topic 9, emerging topics. And what do we know, guys? We know that there's going to be, in terms of the constructed response paper, there are 3 questions coming up. We know one for sure is coming from universal investment considerations. We know the second one is coming up from emerging topics. We just don't know where the third one is. And where's that coming from? Anywhere, okay, guys, between topic 1 and topic 7. Okay, so that's a little bit of a wild card, I suppose, because we know there's 3 questions. We know one's for sure coming from universal investment considerations, one's for sure coming from emerging topics. What else do we know? That those 2 topics, okay, universal investment considerations, topic 8, and topic 9, emerging topics, will not come up at all in the multiple choice question section. So when you write your first paper, okay, exam session 1, you're only going to have multiple choice questions, and those will only come from topic 1 till 7. You take yourself a short break. You'll need a short break after 100 multiple choice questions. Come back for exam session 2, which is your constructive response section, guys. Okay, question number 1 and 2, we know where those are coming from. That's for sure coming up from topic 8 and topic 9. No questions over there. We just don't know where the third one is. Where is it coming from? Anywhere between topic 1 to 7. Okay. I'm not going to spend too much more time over here, guys. Just a little bit more information, of course, guys. Your calculator, and by now we know this, guys. Your Texas BA2 Plus or Professional. And if someone is shouting at me from the back of the room, why have I not mentioned the HP12C? Of course, that is a viable calculator and an allowed calculator as well. The challenge, of course, that we've got with the HP is none of the providers really teach on that. So if you haven't yet got a calculator, go for the Texas. Okay. In terms of equations, we always get asked. Yeah, unfortunately, those need to be learned off by heart. There's a very few, a very small subset of equations that they will provide you on the exam if they do decide to ask them. Okay. Less than 30% of the questions in the final exam are calculation based, which means what, guys? That means that 70% and more are either what we call theory questions or qualitative questions, but not quantitative. Okay. CAIA give you an online exam, guys. It's a full practice exam. Please do it. It's a free resource. Make use of it. It's a fantastic exam prep tool. In terms of your MCQs, you may get 3 or 4 answers. What do 3 or 4 answers mean? Well, 3 answers would be an A, a B, and a C. And if there is a 4th, that'll be a D there as well. We know, guys, that a pass mark guaranteed 70%. If you get that, well, you've passed this exam. Okay. And unfortunately, guys, I wish I could be a little bit more of comfort to you. But the wait is long after the exam. You often have to wait up to 6 weeks to get your exam results. That's a bit of a tough one. Okay, I've given you a little bit over here, guys, on how to become a CAIA charter holder. And the big one that applies, of course, to us as we speak now coming into exam time is to pass both CAIA level 1 and CAIA level 2. Of course, everyone that's on this course has passed or has gained free entrance into CAIA level 2. So your job, guys, at this particular point is pass CAIA level 2. Okay. And I'm not going to spend much more time then on the rest. Okay. But those are there for you. Okay. Just a quick look, particularly, okay, for those that are looking at our program as we speak. Okay. And obviously this particular program is the revision and exam program, which is the option 3. Okay, just let you know what you get over here and how to use what you get. You get a complete set of revision notes for 2025. Okay, and all of those notes are 2025 compliant. You get revision videos as well for 2025. Just a word on those. Often what happens is that year on year, and it can often go 4 or 5 years at a time, that CAIA don't make any changes to the syllabus, okay, to a particular section. Okay, but what they do, okay, is often, and I'm just going to take you back up here to give you an illustration of it. If I just take you back up here, what you'll notice, guys, for example here, okay, is that universal investment considerations, things like that, those used to be topic 1 and topic 2. So what did CAIA do? Well, they've moved them all the way down now to topic 8 and topic 9. Any change in the actual content of the material? No. Okay, so when we have a case like that, for the most part, what we do is we don't re-record the video, because I just think to myself, bit of a waste of time to re-record the video. But often you'll say, but hold on a second, why are you talking about in the video topic 1 when it's now really topic 9? Well, guys, to the extent that there's no change at all in the content, I'm not going to re-record a video. So just please bear with me if sometimes it says talks about a topic and you think, well, where's that from? Well, the content is carbon copy. Of course, what we do is we update the notes 100%, so it gives you a clear guidance. So if you're looking for anything to see where things are, the notes are the best way. The videos, content is perfect, but some of the references you may find, particularly at the beginning of some of the videos, you say, well, that's not topic 1 anymore. Yeah, we agree, but we weren't going to re-record based just on that. Okay, what you also get over here, guys, is you get 3 full practice exams with solutions and explanations. I'm still amused by candidates that phone me and say, like, for your practice exams, do you provide solutions? Yes. Okay. Now, when we talk about a full practice exam, you can see over here that's 300 multiple choice questions and constructed response questions, because remember, every exam is what? Is made up of 100 multiple choice questions and 3 constructed response questions. So those 100 multiple choice questions, you're going to get 3 exams, so that's where the 300 comes in. 100 multiple choice questions times 3 for the 3 exams, and you will get 3 constructed response questions per exam times the 3 exams, and you can expect a total then of 9 constructed response questions. Okay, and for those that are looking for something a little bit more specific and they don't want to do revision, they just want the exams, that'll be option number 7 over there. Okay, that's just the 3 full exams for you over there. Of course, then you won't get the revision notes and the revision videos. Okay, and just before, and obviously everything else that you if you want anything specific over here, just a nice word from the sponsor. Okay, is we have introduced a new program called the Constructed Response Masterclass, and this particular class is 100% focused on constructed response only. And people say, well, that's 30% of the paper. Yes, a lot of guys have been asking us specifically for this. Okay, and what we do, we've introduced 13 brand new constructed response questions, as well as videos only dealing with constructed response, because candidates said, can we have something we're quite comfortable with the approach for multiple choice questions. Can we have something a little bit more specific on constructed response? And that's why we created this option number 9, which is what we call our constructed response masterclass. So if you want a little bit more on constructed response specifically, that's where you would find it. Just a quick word in terms of how we have broken down our exam for you. And despite the prevalence of AI in the market, we haven't managed to solve this one just yet. So remember, guys, and if I just take you back up here, your exam is made up of 2 components. Okay, so in terms of the multiple choice questions, how do we handle that, guys? Well, our platform handles that for us, and you'll write your practice multiple choice question exam from Edge. Okay, yes, we've given you 5. You can have 5 attempts at each exam. Okay, the computer will mark it for you, give you your mark back at the end. It'll also give you everything there that you need, and you can go back over those and see where you went right, see where you went wrong. Completely automated, nice and easy to use. Constructed response, as I say, we haven't really solved this one yet, neither has AI been much help to us. No matter which AI you're using, ChatGPT, DeepSeek, any of those fancy ones, hasn't got it right just yet. Okay, why not? Because constructive response, needs to be marked. Okay, and we haven't yet reached that level of technology where the computer can mark it for you and give you a mark like we can, of course, for multiple choice. How do we handle this, guys? What we do in terms of the constructed response is we give you a download. Okay, so you download the Word document. Okay, the Word document has got your 3 exams on per exam. 3 questions per exam. Each word download. You download that, and then what we really want you to do is we want you to go in there and type the answer out in the block like you would in the exam. It's carbon copy what you'd get in the exam. So you download the Word document. Okay, you type out your answers, and then what we give you is a model solution. And what we've been very specific in terms of our solution, guys, is made it as easy to mark. This is a mark, that's not a mark. If you got that, you get a mark. This one gives you a mark that doesn't. So very easy to mark. Okay, so unfortunately for the constructed response, you download the Word document. Okay, and then now you're in Word, type out your solution, and then we give you a model solution afterwards. Okay, strong suggestion, guys, don't look at the Word, the questions, and say, yeah, I can do that, yeah, I can do that. Spend a full 2 hours like you would. Well, now it's 130 minutes, not 120 minutes. Do the question in full, make sure you can do it properly, and then when you finish your 2 hours, finish all your typing, your Word document, print it out or keep it on the screen, whichever works best for you, then go over the model solution afterwards. You will get the most amount of value from that. Okay, then what we give you at the end of all of that is we give you an Excel spreadsheet, and you can just input your MCQ marks, your constructed response marks, and it'll work out what you got overall for that exam, and let's all hope and pray that it's above 70%. Okay, guys, this then brings us to our conclusion of this particular video, which is really, if I take you back, which is really to have a bit of a look, okay, and just have a look at the revision exam program in general, how your exam looks, and how the EDGE program will work then for you.